So today I decided, why not just talk about some Ark and my thoughts and feelings on the game and what I think I'm just going to do as a whole, just generally as an update for all you guys out there. This isn't going to be like the most accurate, extensive deep dive into everything that's going on in Ark at the moment, and I'm not intending it to be. If you want that, then go watch Raasclark's news videos. They are honestly amazing. They are going to give you all the information that you need. But either way, let's just get into the just generals that you'll probably want to know. Scorched Earth is planned to come out, not Scorched Earth, sorry, the center. Already off to a great start. It's coming out in early June. I think it's June the 3rd, although you probably can expect maybe a delay or two, but you know, hopefully not, and that's when it releases, and it's releasing with the Scorched, and I think a lot of you are really excited for that map, and I am as well, although I haven't been all too much playing a lot of ASA, so I'm not as excited as some of you out there, but it is definitely a big thing. And it was also looking like Nitrado made quite a big mistake in a way with that partnership with Snail Games, as they've completely cut back their Spanish audience, just eradicating it entirely, and they've had some cutbacks on staffs as well, and it looks like they're not doing as well as they originally thought they would financially. So it's just Snail Games boasting about how much they actually make, even though in reality they seem to be in quite a lot of debt at the moment, and that's maybe not the best for them, is it? You know, thinking about it, I think Snail Games needs to get on top of themselves a little bit more, and obviously with Nitrado, for the next couple of years, they'll be your only server providers for ASA, and that really does give them a lot of competitive advantage to just completely change everything up as they please, and they have done a little bit of that, although the audience backlash has kind of put them into some form of place. Obviously there are some things which you can do to get around it and run your own servers, but they're not the easiest things in the world, and most people are still going through Nitrado. But the thing that they seem to be most worried about is when that contract ends, they might be in an awful state because of their reputation being absolutely thrown out of the window, and then other competitors which are much better respected actually being in the market for people to use, and that is going to vastly improve all of that, all of the community experience for the servers for some, as they get to use the server providers that they love, and that's actually a reason why some people have just been going back to Ark Survival Evolved. I could say myself included there as well. As ASA, don't get me wrong, it is a very nice looking game, and it really is a level up of Ark Survival Evolved, but for me it's just not so much better that I will warrant playing through all of that again, and I want to play through some other DLCs which aren't on ASA at the moment, and from my point of view that's perfectly understandable. I'm not here today to hate on ASA, because that's simply not what's needed. We don't need to promote more hate for the game, we need to try and give it as much chance as it possibly can, otherwise there's no point in it doing well. It just essentially everything that the developers do to the game to try and improve it, there'll just be backlash upon backlash, and it's not going to make the game any better. We all need to go straight for it with the best mindset, and this will get a lot of peace of mind from the developers, and we might actually see some real improvements instead of just shouting them all at the developers to actually do things. If we maybe kindly ask them a little bit, then some more things might actually get done. Just an assumption of mine, but you know, if we take a calm approach, we actually might have a much better time with everything. Also, the animated series has like fully dropped nationally, although it's not actually in all the countries, but now it's just not the USA and Canada. You can have it in like Austria and the UK and Spain and places like that. I think they're there. I'll just put the countries on screen right now actually, because I might as well, because I can't remember all of them off the top of my head. So yeah, that is good that it's all out there, and loads of people have done extensive dives into the animated series. Some people were saying, when is there going to be a physical copy? There might not be a physical copy because, you know, understandably a lot of people don't want a subscription to Paramount Plus just to watch the Ark Survival Evolved animated series. If it came to Netflix, that would actually be quite cool, because a lot more people do have that, and then maybe I would join in a bit more with that as well. But sadly, I do not have a Paramount Plus subscription, and I'm not just going to do it just to watch the animated series, but it has definitely received some good reception, and I'm glad that has been so successful. They've also actually added along with it Bob from the animated series, as far as I'm concerned, with like some of his extra lines and all the emotes, and you can be him in the game and do all those extra emotes and cool things too. And it, you know, he looks a little bit weird, but you know, all the animated skins do in Ark anyway, and it continues that theme. Now, to talk about probably the last thing that I would bring to attention for this video is just generally what am I going to do with Ark and just everything as stuff goes forward, as I have been going into a lot of other games recently off the channel, and I'm enjoying those a lot as well, but I'm not sure they would catch on quite as well as Ark. And obviously Ark is still a game which I really love, and I want to keep playing it, and obviously I want to keep doing those top 10s. A lot of you have been wanting tutorials as well. I'm going to double down on that, and some more tutorials will be out soon. I'll work on recording some, and obviously I might try and do some of these more chilled videos as well. It's easy from the editing side of things, it's easy from the production side of things, and generally they're quite fun to do, and it lets me be open with you guys about my thoughts, and then you can share your thoughts as well, and they don't actually tend to do too badly, so you know, I don't really hate them for that whatsoever, and I like doing this style of content as well, just a bit more relaxed, and it just adds a lot more variety as well. Also, if you are wondering about the 2 video a day thing, I'm just putting a compilation out earlier in the day just to see if it can grow the channel a little bit more and gain some financial benefit from it. If you feel like you have to watch all of those, you don't. I'm not forcing you to. I'm just trying to bring in new viewers through that, and it has been working over the past couple of days, and we have been seeing a little bit more traction on the channel. So if you were wondering about that, that's what I'm just using it for. And actually, talking about mods on Ark Survival Ascended, they are really going well. I am loving all of the new mods that we're seeing. Like, we've got like a new kind of shark in the game, and some armor and some cookware, and there's loads of stuff all the time with mods in ASA, and it really is just such a cool community that we have. Because I want to end this video on a good note. I don't want to be like what I have been in prior times and just complain about things. I want to end saying that we really do have a great community here in the Ark Survival Evolved Ascended world, just the Ark world in general. And if we really push this game to its limit, and all those modders out there keep modding, doing your thing, it is really looking good. But if we do all of this and we keep supporting the game, then I'm sure it will get into a state which we can all be very happy with, and I'm still just very glad that this game exists. Hello all of you out there, and today I just wanted to sort of have another chat again, because it's coming to near the end of April, and actually quite a lot of significant progress has happened on this channel since the start of the month, and you know, there's a lot to talk about from my front, and also just I want to pose a few questions out there to the community. Again, sorry for not being on top of all of the tutorials and things like that. I promise they are coming. Most of them will probably be out in May. If you are looking for all of them in this video, make sure to comment down below what tutorials you want to see, and then I'll compile a few extras if I haven't got some of them already, and then I'll probably shortlist them and get the ones I feel like are going to do really well, and also going to benefit a lot of people on top of that as well, because you know, you do have to balance both of those things out, at least just from my perspective of the thing anyway. And I'm actually really enjoying ASA on Scorched Earth. Is anyone else enjoying Scorched Earth ASA? Again, comment that down below, because I'm enjoying it a heck of a lot more than I've been enjoying the island. And obviously I'm still keeping up with playing through Gen 1, but I've done a little bit of going off what I was doing in ASA, actually because I'm a little bit interested in all of this ASA Scorched Earth stuff, and as I should be. Really, ASA is showing a little bit more light now, and it's becoming a sort of better version of itself, which is really nice to see, and I am very glad all the improvements are still going along with ASA, and I can't wait for the Ascended to come out. I'll definitely be doing a video on that when that launches, and I'm pretty glad the game is kind of going in the right direction. But obviously a lot of people are still playing ASE, of course, because it is sort of still the superior game. After all, it's got all the content, and also some people simply can't play ASA because it's not available on their console or their PC. Simply is not powerful enough, and that is still one issue with the game, which on the console side of things it won't be resolved, but on the PC side of things it would be nice to see some lower settings if possible, or some way to eke more performance at this game, because it definitely isn't the most optimized out there. But you know, it's getting there slowly, I guess, and obviously I'm quite privileged with a 3090, so I can enjoy the game with 60 frames per second at 1440p with medium high-ish settings, and hopefully they don't add ray tracing to the game, as that is going to ruin everyone's systems. Minimum requirements 4090, everyone, really. Right, so now getting into some other stuff, I feel like I just want to talk about this channel and what I've done over, you know, this month. And it's only really been since halfway through this month, but I have doubled the influx of content in a relatively easy way for me. I've just made a compilation of previous videos that I've compiled, and I released that earlier on before the main video comes out every day, and it has been doing wonders for the channel's subscriber growth, the channel's views, the channel's watch hours, and obviously the channel's revenue. So I will be continuing to do that. Again, if you are a common viewer of the channel and you find these videos to be a bit boring and it isn't what you really want, these videos are again meant to get new people into the channel and, you know, just try and really expand my audience. And I'm not going to force you guys to watch all of the videos that I make, because it will probably be that the videos that come out later in the day in terms of GMT are going to actually be the more interesting ones that you're going to want to watch more of, because it will be the new content. Otherwise it will just be previous content. But you know, maybe if you've missed a few videos, it's a nice sort of catch up if you haven't caught up on some of the content I've been doing recently. But yes, that has been a very nice step in the channel and how it's going. We've gained a significant amount of subscribers. I felt like I was at 2.7k an absolute age ago, and we're already at 2.8k, pretty much at 2.81k now. It probably will be pretty much at that by the time you're watching this video, and that might not seem like maybe an awful lot to you, but for me that's quite a considerable amount of growth for this stage of the channel for me, as 100 subscribers out of a factor of, you know, 3,000 is still, that's a 30th there, and that does make a difference. And if we're getting more subscribers every month, this channel is going to be up into the 5Ks and 10Ks a lot sooner than I may have expected. And obviously subscribers, again, aren't the only thing you need to focus on as a YouTuber, and I definitely don't focus myself on the subscribers, because that's not the most important metric. You want to focus on other things like watch time and views, and obviously that will relate to watch hours as well. They are more important metrics, and they will show if your channel's going well health wise, and mine, it definitely is doing quite well for myself, and it's made itself into a very nice little side business which is making a reasonable amount of income every month. So I can just easily store and save away and actually have quite a decent amount of money by the end of the year, and actually at the end of each month it is definitely enough for me to splurge a little bit if I feel like that is necessary. And I'm so glad that this has kind of become a vessel for me to make content for you guys, as I've been playing art for absolutely ages, and I've been thinking for so long to make all this kind of content. And although maybe I'm not in the most privileged position out there, like I've not got hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands or millions of subscribers out of this content, I'm still, I would say, in a privileged position compared to some others, as I've seen some really great channels just fall behind in the grand scheme of things and not get the success which they deserve. And a lot of you have been saying that with me as well, and I really do appreciate all those comments. I really do try to reply and respond to all of you guys in some way, that being obviously just me hearting your comment, or if I actually comment on your comments as well. That's a lot of comment in a sentence. I really do like and enjoy all the feedback that I get on the videos, even if it's negative. I'm like, well, I can take this into the next video as long as it's reasonably constructive and not just a little bit of a maybe waste of a comment, I would say. But I'm really enjoying all of that interaction with you guys, and I've been getting a lot more since the channel has been doing more successfully as well. I feel like there's a lot more of you guys out there, even though there probably isn't, and you know, it's still kind of the same people kicking around and doing all the great stuff they've done. But if you're still new to the channel, I really do thank you for sticking around and watching the videos and just generally supporting me in this way, and it is really, really nice for me to see, and I greatly appreciate all that I'm seeing on this channel from all of you guys. I love all the interactions, comments, the support that I get on this channel, and it really pushes me to be somewhat of a better creator. As when I'm thinking of making a video, I'm not thinking of making a video that's going to make the most money or making a video that's going to make me get the most amount of views. I'm thinking, what's a video that my audience are going to enjoy? What's a video that people are actually going to enjoy watching, and that isn't sort of a cash grab situation where I'm just trying to reap money out of the channel? Some people said the compilations are a bit of that, but I just want to give you a catch up on the channel, and I wanted to bring more people into the channel. I don't think of it as, oh, I must earn more money.